coin market cap serves as a summary of everything covered in this video. Additionally, for future XRP news and other cryptocurrency news in general, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Come on, look at this. The appeal against XRP was not postponed by the SEC. Today is the first day of brief. Stuart Alderoty, the chief legal officer of Ripple, was furious that the SEC would not extend the deadline for submitting its initial appeal brief against the company, which was set for today. Alderoty informed members of the XRP community that the regulatory agency, which is led by Gary Gensler, is still adamant on filing the brief by today. He claimed that in order to request an extension, Ripple contacted the financial watchdog. The commission, however, refused to accept. The retiring chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, who will step down on January 20th, was the target of Alderoty's punch. January 20th is the last day of Gensler's cryptocurrency struggle. The Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, might change its stance on cryptocurrencies under new leadership. Headed by pro-crypto activist Paul Atkins, Alderoty stated that Ripple intends to work with the SEC's leadership under the Trump administration to settle the continuing legal dispute. Ripple revealed that it had donated $100,000 worth of XRP to World Central Kitchen and given directly through the donating block to help with the California disaster relief operations during this time. In the past, it donated $50,000 worth of Ripple's stablecoin to the Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation to help first responders fighting California wildfires. Pricing adjustments. Investors are not worried about the upcoming SEC appeal brief because the price of XRP rose overnight. In the current legal battle between the SEC and Ripple, the parties have recently filed a stipulation stating that they will file a postponed appendix for the cross appeals 21 days following the service of the appellee's brief. The parties' intention to submit the appendix is indicated by this. The Securities and Exchange Commission must submit its opening brief by tomorrow, January 16th. Many members of the XRP community, however, are dubious about the possibility that Paul Atkins, the recently appointed SEC head, will drop the appeal. Bill Morgan, a legal expert, stated that a vote from each of the 5 commissioners might not be required. Despite the fact that the appeal is up for debate and the SEC is in a strong negotiating position, Morgan has always expected the SEC to proceed with filing the opening brief. Mark Fagel, a former SEC attorney, offered his thoughts, implying that despite the fact that this would be a highly rare action, a freshly established SEC would probably need to vote to reject the appeal. In his reply, Morgan accepted Fagel's assertion, but he made it apparent that he did not expect the SEC to vote to dismiss the case. He contended that the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, would instead look for a better deal through settlement if enforcement actions are redirected under new leadership. I don't think the SEC will vote to reject it, or at least I don't think they will. They might still quietly negotiate a better deal through settlement, even if the policy changes to enforcement actions. At the moment, Ripple XRP's value has risen by over 12%, and it is actively working to break over the crucial $3 barrier. The alternative cryptocurrency has hit a peak of $2.87 and is currently trading at $2.85. Gary Gensler will be leaving his job. On January 20th, President-elect Donald Trump is scheduled to be sworn in. On January 17th, David Sachs, the czar of the cryptocurrency industry, will meet with the leaders of the sector to discuss the future of cryptocurrencies. A significant amount of focus has been placed on recent developments in the ongoing legal battle between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. According to defense lawyer James K. Fillon, both parties have offered a mutual stipulation. The price of XRP rose by 11% as a result of this recent development, attracting the attention of many market players. Fillon was informed that both parties had agreed to put their counterclaims in a postponed additional file. Fillon was informed that both parties had agreed to put their counterclaims in a postponed additional file. As part of the evolving case resolution process, within the specified time frame, the Securities and Exchange Commission must file its opening brief. The parties have agreed to file a delayed supplemental filing for the dispute and counterclaims in accordance with the Fed, according to remarks in the formal document, according to Fillon. Fillon revealed this information. This means That information, cited in pleadings filed at a later time, will be included in a single combined supplementary filing that the parties will make. In reference to the pleas that have not yet been filed, this has no bearing whatsoever. Sherry S. The price of XRP is at $2.08, down from yesterday's intraday low of $2.05. The remittance-based coin is currently approaching the $2.90 resistance level, which is its highest price in the previous 6 years. Within the following several weeks, investors think it will reach a new all-time high. As long as the pennant's upper boundary and $2.33 remain crucial points of support for breaking through the barrier at the $2.09 line. After that, it might rally to take on $3.55, which would be the hardest obstacle it has ever encountered in the 24 hours that followed these recent occurrences. The price of XRP rose by 11.5%, and it is now trading at $2.82. The bullish trend has been supported by the 12% increase in the daily trade volume, which topped 11.5% billion. Over the last 2 months, major cryptocurrency holders have increased their holdings by 37%, adding a total of over $3.8 billion in XRP. Anticipations for the future? Due to its possible uses in banking and financial operations, the XRP ledger is seeing a sharp increase in demand. Major institutions, including JP Morgan, have hinted that approval for an XRP exchange-traded fund ETF may be possible by 2025. In the first year following approval, these institutions expect inflows of about $8 billion. Both trust and demand for Ripple's cryptocurrency assets are rising as a result of these events. In response to the SEC's opening brief, the market is responding favorably, helping lawyer Bill Morgan. Regarding XRP's future, the legal battle Ripple is presently engaged in with the SEC is at a pivotal juncture. Every step of the legal process has an immediate effect on the market dynamics and investors' trust. The strong demand and expectations in the cryptocurrency market are demonstrated by the increase in XRP's price, as well as the significant purchases of the cryptocurrency by major investors. Future developments, especially the outcome of the Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) opening brief, will have a big impact on XRP's value.